But I want to share with you my experience of Delight in the Limelight with Linda. Before I did this program, I felt so inhibited on camera. Now, I went to drama school, so you would think that because I went to drama school, that I would have felt free. But the truth is, I spent most of my time at drama school making sure that I was behind the camera and not in front, that I was behind the scenes of the stage, not on the stage. And I wish that I had done this program, that something like this program had been available to me when I'd started my coaching business. And instead of spending so much money on marketing tactics, which are important, I wish I'd started with something like this. Because all the tactics in the world don't help if you feel inhibited every time you have to show up in the public eye. I think the biggest result that I got from this, which has been so emotionally freeing for me, is that I no longer feel inhibited when I'm speaking to you on camera. I don't know what it was about being on camera that made it feel so hard. Maybe the lack of having someone to look at that was tangible for me, but it felt incredibly unsafe. And that had a lot to do with my childhood experiences. And through the work we did with Linda, I was able to get past that to the point that I can now feel like I can do really anything on camera. And I love that. And the other thing that I feel was a breakthrough is I felt I had to show up really corporate professional every time I was on. And I could see other people showing up without that corporate professional, but I didn't feel that I could. And now I can just show up as me, which is ultimately what people want. They want to see who we really are, not who we think we need to be for them. The program had such a wide range. It covered everything from the voice to thinking on your feet, all these great exercises to get you to be creative when you're thinking on your feet. I discovered through the feedback things that I didn't know, like, for example, that I'm poetic and the way that I use imagery is really powerful. And that was fantastic to get that kind of feedback. It's made me feel that much more confident about showing up and sharing content on social media. And the reality is, if we don't feel confident to share on social media, if we have a business, we're not going to build a business. So for me is the foundation before anything else, because when you're confident to show up and share, then when you learn the tactics of the type of content you've got to do, you're A and away. So in Linda's program, it was engaging, it was freeing, it was fun, it was safe. It was my favorite time of the day, actually. And the methods that we used were so creative and fun. You forget that you're supposed to be nervous on camera. You forget that you're feeling awkward. Plus, there was a fair amount of assignment practice that helped build a habit around being on camera, which is also essential because getting consistent in social media, I think, is a challenge for many people. And I know certainly it's been a challenge for me. And as for Linda, Linda is without doubt the expert of experts. As a coach and a facilitator, I've been attending workshops since like the 90s, learning all kinds of things. And not many people have the depth and the breadth of knowledge and expertise and practice that Linda has got. So Linda, for me, is the master of masters to learn from. If you're thinking of doing this program, it is worth every cent. It is worth your time investment, and you're going to meet amazing people, because the other people that I met in this program, they are incredible. And I would say that the benefit that you didn't see coming is the networking value that comes out of the people that you're going to meet.